Good morning, YouTube. All right, so today we are going to be changing the power trim and tilt motor, which is basically a hydraulic motor that runs the hydraulic lift on the motor to trim it up and trim it down. So what ended up happening was the last camping trip that we went on, which was the last boat trip that we went on at Balsam Lake. So I think it was the second last day that I was having issues with the power trim and tilt. Went first thing in the morning, went to go start up the motor, went to go trim the motor down because I leave the motor out of the water as much as I can, and turn the power on, nothing. I hear clicking, clicking, clicking. Wait, what the heck? One relay wasn't clicking, the other one was. So I took the good relay and I stuck it, and I replaced it with the other one. So basically what you do is you have two relays. One relay is to go up, one relay is to go down. So I figured maybe that relay went bad as well. So I quickly went over, found a marina nearby, went over, bought two extra relays. It's always good to have those relays anyways, just in case if the trim doesn't work out on the water. Put the new one in and actually started working, so it was cool. And a couple of days ago, I went to go trim the motor down so that I can start getting it ready for like winterizing it, and nothing. So I figured, okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually hardwire that electrical motor to the battery. Did that? Nothing. The electric motor is no good. Looked around, super expensive to replace these motors. Like at least like $200, $300 Canadian. I'm like, holy mac. So I asked him if he knew anybody that rebuilt electrical motors. He said he has a guy. So I took off the motor and gave him the motor, so he actually rebuilt it. So I just got it back today, and we are on our way to the boat to put it on. Now I do apologize that I didn't film on how I took it off. So we'll show you guys on how I did it, which is basically the opposite of how I'm gonna put it on. As I said, we're on our way to the boat, so I will see you guys when I get there. So the way that my trim system actually is set up is that we have the cylinder in the middle and a hydraulic pump that's off to the side. There are some units that will have the hydraulic cylinder and the hydraulic pump right beside each other. So the bracket will be a little bit wider. But as I said, my setup is cylinder in the middle, pump on the side. So to take out the pump, a little bit difficult. The cylinder, to try to get into this part right here, this bolt right here, and also over here, was a little bit challenging. So for this one, using an extension to reach down there, and then to remove this one, I actually had to remove these two over here. I didn't completely remove it, I just loosened it, so that way this can be pushed back. So these are 10 mil socket, and an 11 mil socket right here. And then the other thing that you also have to be careful is removing the pump itself. There's gonna be a shaft in here. Also, what you wanna do is put a basket or a bucket or a pail underneath to catch all the hydraulic fluid that will come out. We are gonna replace this. Here is the other gasket over here. Probably, if it's okay, maybe I can reuse it, because I have a feeling that the ones that I bought are not gonna work. Oh, it looks in pretty good, yeah, it looks in good shape. Huh. All right, so I'm gonna clean this all up and put it back together. All right, so before I put this on, I'm actually preparing this wire. So I had to cut them from where the relays were. So what I wanna do is I wanna put some quick connects on. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm actually gonna prepare this right now to put on the quick connects. You have a male, you have female. Always put the female side to the positive side for power, and then the male side where it's no power, or the device itself. Okay, so I just finished putting on these quick connects on. So I have the males on the motor, and then I don't know if you can see, I have the females there put on the relays over here. All right, so I cleaned this area here, and I also cleaned everything in here. I took out all the debris so that way the gasket fits in there nice. Next thing I'm gonna do is I want a little bit of oil. Because I want to put the oil on the gasket. So 2 extensions plus a deep socket. Alright, so for this I'm using this Mercury power trim and steering fluid. I already removed the cap, and all you just need to do is fill it. Might be a good idea to put something underneath to catch this spilt oil. Okay, let's turn the power on and see if it works. Alright, moment of truth. Woohoo! It works! Oh wait, let's try up. It works, nice. Alright, so now I gotta run the motor, I gotta trim the motor up and down at least 4 or 5 times just to get the bubbles and prime the system. Get everything else, get all the bubbles out of the system, and then top up on the canister there. I hope you enjoyed this video on replacing this power trim motor on this 70 horsepower 1994 70 horse force motor. Until the next time, stay safe.